I'd throw some on there. Just because I like it and it works. And I don't beat my axes up that bad, but yeah, you get an overstrike when you're tired and off footing once in a while. This is a really nice handle and a gorgeous axe. So I thought I'd throw it on there. I got it on my Gorilla double bit and it works deadly. I have literally gone bang! Listen to the difference. It works really well, friends. I'm gonna investigate some of that stuff, learn some different knots. I like it. Off the cut, see you down there. Good morning, friends. I'm finding it hard to find batteries for GoPro 3s now. They don't sell them. I guess online, but you know, you still walk in the grocery store or the drugstore or wherever, or London Drugs, and buy them. But you can't no more. Yeah. So we're just up at the top of Cedar here. This is a road that is actually, it's beautiful up here. You can see the snow-capped mountain. Oh dear, it's a gorgeous day out right now too. But it's cold. It's really cold. I don't wear gloves often, but it's cold. If I don't, my pinkies go numb, the circulation or something. I get my fingers go numb. So yeah, we're just gonna pull in, get set up, and we'll get you going, and we'll set you up in a nice cozy little spot, and you can watch some trees go down. I'll get you a couple different angles for this one, friends. What the hey? We can do that. Let's do it. See how exciting. Okay, friends. So you bet. You can stand right beside me if you want. So here we are, friends. Fella's got a beautiful piece of property here out in Cedar. It's gorgeous, but he's got his septic where the gentleman's down there. That's where a septic field is, and here's the cans and the drainage and all that, and goes into the field out there. So he's got this lone Doug fir sitting here. It's gonna struggle and die anyway. You can see it. And then he's got this Arbutus, which is a little tricky, this one, because it's actually it died. It's probably been dead longer than this has been here. I'm actually quite surprised that went up, that this went up. I could actually lay that right beside there. Now that I think about that, I could lay that right beside there and butt rig it out there. I could do that, butt rig it to that fir back there. So I may change my plan on that. My plan was to hook it to the pickup, tag it back, and sloop it off over there, because these are the cans right here. 3 of them. You can't be having that on there. So that's the only really tricky one. The ground is solid as a rock right now, so we got this other Arbutus. Once I kick this fir out down there for him to cut firewood up, the job should come out fairly good. It's just we got a little liability on the tanks. That's our only concern here. My concern. So guys, I got you a couple different angles today. This will be fun. I'm gonna fire up the cameras and let's go for it. I'll just undercut, back cut on this fir. It's pretty straightforward. It's leaning downhill, but we don't want it down there. We want it out here. It would have smashed all that up. It would have been a real bad mess. He's probably gonna do something that later for view or something, but let's leave it pristine as we can for now. So we got the Super Pro 81 on a full house grind here today, friends. Lightweight organ bar. This old 81's been a hell of a saw for me. I love it. It's not really sharp. I've got a few days on it yet, but it'll be fine for what we got going here. It'll be fine. And I got a little camera here set up. Give you guys a couple angles. We're going to shoot this tree right down in here. You guys don't really need to watch it go down there. Maybe I'll turn it for you after I put the cuts in. I'll change the angle for you so you can have a look. But that's just going to be my angle anyways. Let's get rid of this. This thing might walk away on its own. He's cold. in changing. There's no sense in changing your cut when you can just bang it out. Pull the saw out. See? Now you haven't changed anything. You see what I mean? Just because you don't line up, friends, doesn't mean you have to start digging in deeper to the tree. You're going to lose your direction. Just bang it out. Look. So everything's the same. It's actually even better with that gap. You guys have seen me do that before. I'll clean it out, let it go. There it is. It's clean. Here we go. Friends, so I nipped my top corner off. You'll see that. Because once I got it past that beautiful fir tree, I wanted it to go by that fir. I didn't want to smash that fir up. So as I stay with the stump and watch where it's going, it was shooting nice, right up high on the high side actually to save out the fir. And then I just nipped my top corner off the stump here. As you'll see, there's my holding wood there. But I just nipped this top just so it didn't bash up the rest of that corner there as well. There was no foliage on this side of the tree. You guys got that right, as I just nipped that top. I do that lots. It's called steering your tree. You don't have to do it all the time. It's not recommended because you got to stay on the stump to do it. But in my game, I'm always shooting tight quarters and stuff. So I do that a lot. So I'm going to make a better point of getting away from the stump as best as I can. So that was fairly straightforward on that one, friends. Had to be cut right up in order for it to go, and then just nip that top corner off and roll it in. So we're gonna get onto this Arbutus. May as well just keep it rolling here. You guys catch any of that? So here's the Arbutus. Now the concern here was, friends, is this Arbutus, because he's got septic, right? But this is no concern at all, because this fir tree and stump is gonna hold this thing up from the ground. So it's going to be perfect actually, friends. Really good. I'll put you guys up here so you can see it hit the ground here. That little axe sure works nice, boy. So we'll just put you guys here. Yeah, this will work nice for you guys. see if we can. There you go. That ought to be good. Put this out of here. Well, we ain't gonna need that neither. Yeah, we're not gonna need that. See, there's the septic there, so we gotta watch it here. You want those snags down? Okay, come on out of there. Yeah, a couple snags here.
Are those spur?
Oh,
This saw is dull. Can you pick up that wedge in your axe on the way by? It's right up on top of this hill here. Thank you. Yeah, this old saw's, the chain, I knew the chain was having a hard time, but it's time to do maintenance. You see it fighting me? I did. I might run this 800 now. Hey friends, we'll run that 800. Now we got to hook a line to this Arbutus. I'll go take a look at that. Maybe we can make a plan for that. Talk to you in a minute. Okay friends, I got a little bit of purchase on this tree here. You see this Arbutus is laying right on top of his septic tanks. Never mind the field, they're on the tanks. Is that pussy willow coming in already? That is crazy. Wow. So here it is. I got a little I don't have a ton of purchase, friends. I don't. I don't have a ton of purchase at all. There's no foliage in the tree. You know, it would be nice to be a little higher. Obviously, it's nice to get the height on purchase, but it's a piece of deadwood, and I need to put a fair bit of stank on it. So I don't want to rip the top of the tree out, but our tanks are right here. So my plan is to utilize this lean. Just to give you an idea, this is my plan. Now that I'm pulling back on it, I can, well, not reefing back, but it'll hold it on the stump. You guys have heard me talk about this. When you pull back on a lean, like it's rotten, it's done, but there'll still be fiber in Arbutus. There's actually a bit of life in the tree. It's not going to hang on forever, friends, but it's going to hang on long enough to get by there. I'm hoping to go over the hill. If it hangs on long enough, that would be wonderful, but I'm not going to push my limits. Now, the problem is when it goes over that hump, there's a drop off. So you know what can happen. That freaking butt can go flying up in the air and go smash down there. So I'm going to throw a butt rig on it. I just have to. I don't feel comfortable leaving that without a butt rig. So that's what we're going to do. I'll bring you guys back for the undercut and back cut. All right, over now. Okay, friends. So here's the deal. You guys have seen the Arbutus set up already. We're trying for that hump. It's dead. Leaning hard over top. I got a fairly good tag on it. It'll probably, I didn't want to tag it too hard so that I couldn't utilize the lean. Do you guys know what I'm talking about there? I want it to move into its lean a little bit. I'm going to utilize the lean, but I don't want it to break off the stump. So it's kind of a fine dance. Do you guys understand where I'm coming from here? Because I need the lean to get the tree to move, because it's actually not only leaning downhill, it's leaning back and actually to the septic. It's back there. Look at it, friends. Here it is from the back side. That's how we judge our lean. See what I mean? It's kind of, that's unfair to say that. It is leaning down there. So straight off over the septic. So I'm going to put my undercut in, and I got a butt rig here just because I do not want that thing freaking bouncing all over the place. So I'm going to crawl in here, get a cut in, clear the stump, make sure I got a walk. Do you mind if I take a couple of these little branches out of the way off here so I can get safe? Through here? Because I'll probably shoot out there. Yeah, whatever you need. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So we'll go with the, we'll go with this. Would you mind grabbing that camera over there? Yeah. Setting it up right here and just hitting the top button, because I think I turned it on already. Right there. No, right, just walk past it. Right here. Right there. Yeah, right there's perfect. Yep, that's perfect. It's kind of a rickety stand. And then just hit the top button. And you should hear a beep. This thing is terribly dull, but we're gonna go with it. It's a stock 28-inch chain with nothing done to it. It's actually dull, I can see it, but it'll cut. We'll run with it, friends, just to get this cut over with. Well, we got our butt rig set up. I'll stay on the back side, utilize my lean, away we go. That's where it's going, right there. Good morning, friends. How's everybody? Hey? So, what's interesting is I go hooting and hollering again because, excuse me, it's 4:19. How's everybody doing, by the way? Are you doing okay, everybody out there? I sure hope so. We're coming out of winter. We're coming into a busy year, friends. On the channel I'm talking about. We are. I'm pretty much caught up on axes. It's because I've slowed down on taking orders. I got my couple axes back from the trophy shop. We had a couple. I've got like 3 axes going to Australia today, as a matter of fact. It's been a bit nuts. The axe program, friends, started out. It was very interesting how it started out. I'm just going to interject for a second on this video, just for a second. It was my thing. I would make my bangers, my wedge bangers, my wood splitters, and folks were not bugging me. That's not the right word. They were asking me, "Hey, Buckin, those are really nice. Would you make me one?" Well, of course, I'd say no. You see, because I was like, I wouldn't even know where to begin. How would I, you know? So I was like, well, no, you know, thank you. Thanks for liking the axe, and I'm glad you like it, but they're just for my personal use, you know. And then I think most of you that know that we're here watching it happen. Do you remember when I said, okay, I'll build 20 axes. 20, that's it. Friends, those axes, those 20 axes, they sold overnight. Overnight. I had no idea. I had no idea. I guess I'm speaking right now from gratitude. I'm reflecting right now. I'm reflecting a little bit in my life and in the journey of the channel, because the channel has grown. The community has grown. There's people out there that, friends, this means so much to me, this channel. It means so much to me. This is more than just videos to me. The people I've met, you know who you are. I talk to you on a regular basis. There's people that have their lives have done a complete 180-degree turn. Don Snow is one man. I just use Don Snow because he speaks of it freely. He leaves things in the comment, which isn't me. It's not me. That's not why I say this. It's Don. Don was ready for change, and for some reason, this was the catalyst for that. This community, this channel, the safety, the reality of it, I guess. You know, seeing another man spout off about his life, maybe because we all know I've had a past as well. So those are the things that are most important to me here on the channel. And I've said it before, and I'll probably say it again. So I'm grateful
for the community and for the channel and for the growth. I think we can make a difference, friends. I truly do. I just do. YouTube is massive. Yeah. Anyways, back to the video. I'm just reflecting today is all. I want to explain, because I go hooting and hollering about, I'm really into my work. Fiber. I'm into fiber. Okay? I like to bring trees and do different things with trees. It's amazing what you, I've always said it, it's amazing what you can do with ropes and trees. It is, it's neat what you can do. And here's an example. This tree is Arbutus, it's madrone, for most of you that know about them. You'll see in the video, and the reason I'm interjecting, friends, is because it's difficult to, the GoPro doesn't do justice sometimes. And I want folks to know that the tree is kind of leaning, well, it's leaning right over the septic tanks. It's over the septic tanks. But I wanted to bring it to the side, and you'll see what I've done there. All I did, simple tree work, but it's all in your tensions and your preload and how much you, do you know what I mean? That allows you to kind of do things like that. So I just preload it off the lean, right? Straight off the lean, pretty much. Not directly off, but pretty much straight off the back of the lean. So now what happens to that back plate of wood, down that back plate, it sits down on that stump again. It sits back on that holding wood on the high side. And it acts like holding wood again. It actually begins to work instead of just wanting to pull out and bust off, right? Yeah. So that's all I done. But this had to be loaded properly. It needed to still have travel to get it to move. So I didn't want to pull it back too hard, or it just would have sat there. And you'll notice this tree was cut up. It had to be cut up for it to go. This thing, friends, I was really pleased with the results. I'm just telling you, I was super pleased with the results. I kind of go popping off about it just because I got excited, and I always like to, when things work out, you know, because to me it's a puzzle. It's a math. It's a game of math in physics, and I like to play with that a little bit from time to time. So I hope you enjoy the video. There is things to learn here if you focus in and just really take a look at it. If you're a tree worker, simple stuff, simple stuff, but that's how I like it, nice and simple. Over and out, friends. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Hopefully that's enough leg. Okay, there we go. That should work. That thing's gone. I'm actually going to leave it right there. It's gone. That's perfect. Just the right amount of tension on it. I love it.
Just give it time and it'll...
Oh yeah, there it goes right there. She's cracking. I love it. Look at this, friends. Oh yeah! I love it. Okay, so friends, I don't want to try and toot my own horn right now, but I'm gonna. No, I'm not. I'm not going to. It's just, friends, with a tree like that, all I needed to do, that tree was leaning straight down the hill, friends, literally. All I did was put it, this is good information for people, because I get asked these questions all the time. I do. Emails. So all this was it's a dead tree. There's no fiber in the stump. A little bit, there was. Just I've talked about it so often. Get control of that right off the lean somehow, right? Like somehow get it to go. Then it allows the stump to work again. It's not pulling, like it wasn't pulling, friends. It was not pulling wood on the high side. Look. Look. You know what I mean? It pulled a bit, of course, as it went, but there's a piece of hinge wood all the way across the stump. That tree was leaning right down there, hard down there. And I utilized a little bit of the lean. And that's what I mean by utilizing the lean. You know what I mean, friends? A tree leaning this way can be felled this way, that 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 way, depending on its fiber and depending on what kind of rigging you got. So this thing came out perfect. I'll just be honest, it did. It came out lovely. Very happy with the results. But as you can see, there's nothing to it. It's toast. Look, the rope slack, which is a good sign. It's a conundrum, friends. Overnight. I'm actually going to leave it right there. It's gone. That's perfect. Just the right amount of tension on it. I love it.
Just give it time and it'll...
Oh yeah, there it goes right there. He's cracking. I love it. Look at this, friend. Okay, friends, so that's it. Quick little job on a Tuesday morning. Fella's tickled. Checks on the... Oh, I got my hubs locked in. I gotta get up and unlock my hubs. Something's wrong with that one hub we took apart too. Yeah, I'm gonna unlock hubs here, friends. Just make sure I'm in neutral. Yeah, there we go. Something's wrong with this hub. It only goes... I think I mixed this up, see? Yeah, see? Yeah, I did. I mixed it up. I hope I'm... So if that's... I don't know what's what there. I'll have to find that out. I'll get home and I'll turn it and see and make sure I'm not locked in. It didn't feel like I was. Oh, neutral. Boop. I love my truck. So there we go. Friends, all done there. Just a tricky little tree there. One tricky little tree. And we got her handled. He's pretty tickled now. He can get in there with his power saw. He's itching to get in there. Every man likes to run a power saw. Don't tell me you don't. Well, I shouldn't say that because there's lots of guys that don't care. It was my saving grace. Power saws saved my life. That may sound silly to you, but I think there's people out there that can understand me too. They freaking saved my life. After I got my crap together, that's just what I did. I got on a power saw. That was fun, you see, friends. So all I did with that precarious tree, all I needed to do was get a tag on the back of the lay, right off the lean, right off the lean. Now that wasn't directly off the lean. It was just like kind of, you know what I'm talking about, like almost off the lay. That's all I needed, and I had enough
So could you imagine, listen to this, could you imagine, did you see how long that thing stayed there? I cut the right amount of wood, it just started to creep over and away it went. So that tells you that I reefed that tree back hard enough to sit that back plate, I'm talking about the back plate of the tree, to go down the energy go down and sit on the stump hard and act like holding wood. Right? If it was pulling hard and all tensioned, it wouldn't have made it. It wouldn't have made it. It would have busted off and ended up, I don't even know if I would have got it as far as the willow. That thing come right up over the, what's that? Right up over the hump. So I'm happy with that. Now I gotta go, it's Rita's 16th birthday, friends. Wish her a happy birthday. I'll tell her to come on the channel and read the comments. Okay, friends? Sure be nice. I love this truck so much. I love it. I gotta get a high boy. Over now. I gotta find out if my, here, let's go down here and see. Oh, geez. Watch that. I got my phone in my pocket. Let's see if this is moving, because if it's not, that means I'm locked in. Ooh. Oh, that freaking U-joint's toasted. Okay, well, that might be the problem then. That's good. That's a good sign. I had a horrible clack. I thought it was something else. My 4x's okay, friends. I thought it was... I thought it was wiped. It's not. Oh, this is great news. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, so it's free. So I was locked in. I was locked in, friends. So you see, now it spins, you see? You see? Okay, so, and the only reason I say that is because when we put the hub back together, I did it kind of backwards there. Let's see. Okay, good, yeah. Oh yeah. They're both kind of. You'll see what it says. Yeah, see, it says lock. We put this in backwards. That's all we done. So that's no big deal. Or we put it like, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So that's good. Oh, I had a leak. I smelt gear oil, and I had a leak in when it went back together. It had a leak in the transfer case. So that's not good. I've rambled enough, friends. Just excited to be alive and happy that I have this YouTube channel, and I'm happy that you guys are enjoying the content and tuning in and checking out what I'm doing. I'm just happy about that. Hey, over and out, friends. Be kind to one another. Let's freaking save the world. Why not? Wouldn't that be neat to say you did that to your grandkids? We saved the world. Let's do it. Over and out. Be kind.